Hi, I'm Barry John. This is Ratchet and Clank 2002. I have two co-heroes with me today, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi, this is.
Hi, I'm Mycroft Holmes. Sorry.
Hey, this is Crazy Achmed, and I live in constant fear of stubbing my toe and exploding into a cloud of nuts and bolts.
And we also have Mycroft Holmes. So, welcome to Pokitaru. This is a level I'm going to be doing only one major objective here. I'm looking for the O2 mask so I can run back to Orxon and finish that off.
Oh, this is nice. I like games that have levels that are like nice, sunny, resort-like atmospheres.
You love Super Mario Sunshine, then.
Oh yeah, I think I've only ever played that for about 5 minutes, but I've heard it's a really good game.
I didn't enjoy it, actually.
Too different to the usual formula?
No, I just hated the control scheme.
Oh.
I loved Odyssey, but
You are friendly.
the controls are just a little stiff.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes. To him, no.
Well, friend, have I got a deal for you?
I don't like how they changed this guy's character in the remake in 2016.
The wildlife has,
Become ravenous mutants?
yeah, you could say that. All my customers either left or became lunch.
How'd they change him?
They made him the brother to Ratchet's landlord, basically, on Velden.
It's not for sale.
But you
Oh.
I said I had a deal, and indeed I do. You boys get rid of those blarg ships, and it's yours. Just escort me to the other end of this resort, and you can use our jet fighter.
Oh.
alright.
Escort mission.
Oh no.
An escort mission where this guy is invincible.
Oh, thank God.
Yep.
Why do I get the feeling this guy is going to stiff them?
Yeah, not really. We'll see when we get to the other end there. But right now it's just a case of fight our way through the length of the resort here to, Ow. Ow. Okay, ow.
It's fine.
Yep.
Just a flesh wound.
But fortunately, you don't need to talk to him again to start it off. Once you head down this path, he'll automatically start following you. But yeah, the suck cannon is probably the best option for this section, simply because there's all these small little guys, and then taking out the big-brained enemies with the rocket launcher option. But yeah, it's basically, this is an escort section where your escortee is invincible, but he stops moving if you get too far away from him. But here's the neat thing. These little fishies, you can actually see them hiding out underwater before they jump on the boat.
And the boat waits for you? This
Yes.
is quite amazingly well designed.
Yep, but what gets better is that there is a sonic summoner here, which means I'm gonna pull out my little friend here. My little friend who is a auto turret.
I hope they have these things next time I'm on holiday at the beach, because, mosquitoes, man, they just love me.
Unfortunately, my friend has a short timer on this level, so I'm not quite sure exactly how long he'll actually stick around.
Pretty good for that boat section, though, where your mobility's really limited.
And this is me just double checking things and figuring out how far I gotta go. I'm actually about 2/3 of the way through the escort at this point.
It's also a kind of ominous-looking mechanical flying Leviathan thing in the background there.
Oh, we'll find out what's up with those once we reach our destination. Because you mentioned how this guy was going to stiff us. Well, they're part of how he's going to stiff us.
Whenever you switch to this pyrocitor weapon, it just makes me think of an obscure reference. The Interocitor from This Island Earth, because that was the movie that was parodied in the titular Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie.
I keep forgetting if there's something up here or not, and I know there's not. And unfortunately, the one downside to this gun is it only holds 5 rounds, so. But I have to say though, without the alien invasion and all these hostile wildlife, this really does look like a nice place to have a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with all the Elden Ring talk going on at the moment, I need to confess that I've never actually played through Dark Souls, and I'm just getting around to doing that now, and all I can think of is why couldn't Blighttown have been like this?
Because then it wouldn't have been Blighttown.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point, actually. Screw that place.
We're here. Now where's that fighter?
Right there in that locked garage. One tourist crashes a jet, and wham! Lawsuit.
That lock is unlike any I have seen.
Very astute observation, Mr. Shiny. I can't open it either. I don't trust the tourist, and the board of directors don't trust me. So we have a little problem.
We have a little problem. I just want the O2 mask. So if you can't open up the lock, that's your problem. Now cough up the mask.
Well, I can see that you really wanted to fly our jet. So I'll tell you what. Go talk to Bob at his Robo-Shack. He knows about these locks.
Please note, he still hasn't handed over the O2 mask yet.
Yeah, he's really doing the sleazy used car salesman vibe pretty well, eh? Just stringing us along.
Yep. But this is the thing, though. Like, we had to go to Gaspar first in order to get the pilot's helmet so that we could fly this this fighter jet.
I recognize that work. Y'all been to Seattle, ain't you?
Yeah, he installed the helipack.
I can see that. I taught that idiot brother of mine everything he knows. Look, if you want some real hardware, I can fix this little feller up with a thruster pack. Ooh.
Will it help us get past that weird lock by the fighter garage?
Ah, you know about those gizmos, huh? Well, it sure as heck will. It's got a real special power slam move built right in.
It's a good thing I need this to get to that jet, or you'd be out of luck, pal.
Whoa.
Yeah, I missed a couple episodes. Why are they so pissy at each
Yeah,
other
what's
now?
with the attitude?
Okay, so you guys missed the part where Quark betrayed everybody, and Ratchet and Clank are now working. Ratchet is on a personal mission to screw over Quark because Quark betrayed him, and Clank is going, I need to deal with Drek, because Drek is the larger problem. The problem is that neither of them can go anywhere without the other's help, so they are trying and they're basically trying to argue with each other over what they should be doing, and they don't like each other at this point.
Square button, fire the machine guns, and press the circle button to fire the to go faster, hold down the X button. Shoot down those small enemy ships to get more missiles.
And so this is a flying aerial combat section where we have to shoot down all of these big ships in order to advance the, in order to collect the O2 mask.
Well, they feel a lot less threatening than I was expecting.
The real problem with this level, because this is the first time we're doing it, the real problem is actually finding the targets, not so much, dealing with them. Later games, or even the later sections in this game, really ramp up the difficulty of these open space shooter levels. But I mean, this is still being done in the same game engine as the melee combat.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. It controls so well.
Do you keep forgetting you have missiles?
Yes. But it's just that the lock-on on it takes a bit. It's just, with these guys, it's actually faster to just use the guns for the most part.
Oh, you can't dumbfire the missiles?
You can, it's just, at the range I'm looking at, hitting the target is not the best chance.
Yeah, I was fully expecting it to be one of those boss fights where they'd lock you in a small area on a platform above the water, and the thing would be flying in and out of the screen, jumping out of the water.
No such luck.
Now, this looks a lot more fun than those. One thing that always irritates me is boss fights where you're just waiting for them to come out of invulnerability so you can actually fight.
Yeah. This game does keep the initiative in the player's hands.
That's a really good way of putting it.
But now we have the O2 mask, which means we can head back to Orxon and finish up the other half of that pretty much. So I'm actually not going to come back to Pokitaru until the end game and my collectathon. And so we go from tropical resort to hyper-polluted hellhole. But again, just the sheer variety in the worlds we see, like their color palettes, what goes on in the background, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out how many people are on the level design for this, whether it's quite separate people or groups of people handling each area.
Well, these guys are too big.
At least they go down in one.
So the... Oh, come on. So these sleeping crab-like enemies, they're actually a major step up in terms... Oh, get off the sleeping platform. They're actually a major step up in terms of difficulty because when you hit them, they'll immediately have a counter hit on them that you can see there, which makes melee combat with them very difficult. But not to say there isn't options for dealing with them. I want to go right. I don't want to go right. I want to go left first. But yes, that very obvious handle on the right-hand side of the map, that's part of the collectathon at the end of the game.
I got some great bug.
But taking out these flying saucers at long range is very much the best choice if you can get away with it.
Especially because you don't have the stray system of the later games.
No.
Otherwise, you could just, you know, side strafe and shoot a million regular guns at them.
Yeah. I mean, lacking the strafe in this game, it's not so much a challenge, or sorry, it gives a challenge to the game that doesn't appear in later games. You know what? I don't really need to go in here, do I?
Well, you've got the ammo, you might as well use it.
Mm-hmm. But just looking at that and going, well, that was a waste of ammo for not much reward.
Well, I'm one of those people who will hoard the elixirs right up until the end boss fight and trying to wean myself off that.
And because I've only got the one hit point here, I'm just seeing if I can snipe these birds from a distance. Because the actual soft lock on these weapons has a shorter range than the actual range of the gun itself. Which makes for some interesting, you know, options. There we go. Oh, abort, abort. Now, this guy actually, these rocket guys actually have a pattern to them, or at least a break in their firing, so you don't actually have to hang out here well past their range to hit them. It's just, you know, easier.
Yeah, well, if they're going to shoot rockets at me, I'm going to shoot rockets at them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's a mean place to put one of those if someone's just trying to jump and isn't thinking.
Yeah, but waking or getting them to wake up is the tricky part, because sometimes you don't want to wake them up. The other third of this level that I'll go through after dealing with this, it has its own degree of problems. And of course this flying blue sky, he runs around waking them all up when bad things happen, so... But geez, look at the curve on those shots just to hit this guy I locked onto. Almost there, just a little bit further.
Is that going to wake him up?
Yeah.
Yes it is.
So you know what? Screw it. Just flamethrower them to death. Which is weird, because, you know, this isn't actually our first time encountering these guys. Those were also summoned by the Alien Queen during her boss fight.
Oh yeah, so the game thinks that by now you should be able to... You should know how to deal with them. And the snoring audio cue is pretty good as well if you're someone like me who'd be stressing out over jumping on these little platforms. Land right next to one of them and go, oh shit.
You know what? I will take the free kill of knocking that guy off the board there. But we are at the end of this particular path, and here is the important part. Not the opening of the back door there. But
This is a premium nanotech dispenser. You can purchase a can to increase your maximum health.
so I can spend 4,000 credits, and my maximum health has increased to 5.
This dispenser also carries Ultra Nanotech, the very latest in Gadgetron technology. Ultra Nanotech is 3 times more potent than premium nanotech.
Yeah, it also costs 30,000 bolts to purchase the 3 health point upgrade. Of course, I'm only sitting...
Okay.
Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, but I'm already sitting at like 21,000, so it's not that hard to get it, mostly. Except I do it dumb and I purchase the Visibomb gun before I get this upgrade, which is going to set me back quite a bit.
Well, this isn't exactly the hardest of games, so...
True. But, and I mean, I won't say that I'm making it myself look good here. But now, we are going backwards through Clank's section. And you can just see the difference, like, you know, between how Ratchet handles it and how Clank handles it. Oh, man. And here we are, right back at the start. Of course, now it's time to go do the other path. So give me a couple moments to get back over there.
Well, the choice to go with guns over health seems like a decent one, given that this game has the kind of theme of letting you deal with your enemies through like overwhelming firepower as opposed to maneuverability tech like Super Mario kind of style.
True. But part of it was just a case of I spent the money on the Visibomb gun, which I thought I needed for something later on. And yes, there was a quick cut there because this next section is not easy at all. Because basically, I have to follow this infobot through 7 checkpoints through the level in order to get the infobot for the next level I'm going to be visiting. And because of the way this guy moves, it's actually one of the more time-consuming sections of the game for speedrunners. I know it doesn't seem like there's a lot to say right now, but it's just a case of, like, honestly, like, we've seen this before. There's nothing really new here.
It's a good showcase of the movement tech, though.
Yeah. But you can see that steel door there to the left. That's something I'm going to have to come back to at the end after a ridiculous amount of effort. Oh, shut up, you. Now, if I remember correctly, this is where I get a skill point. So if you taunt her and draw these enemies into the force field, and they die, you get a skill point for that.
Huh, that's neat, but do they ever cue you onto that?
Nope. Fortunately, the checkpoint is right there, so I have options. And yes, there is friendly fire with that one rocket launcher guy. And yes, because of the mag boots, you can walk on any surface here, including completely upside down. Something that doesn't really get used as much in this game as it does in later games.
Hello again, everyone. Supreme Executive Chairman Drek here to fill you in on our progress. We have now found the perfect orbit for our planet, one which will allow for the optimum temperature all year round. However, there is a planet now occupying that orbit, and sadly, for its few insignificant inhabitants, it must be destroyed. That's why we've created this! The Planet Buster Maximus, a device capable of blowing an entire planet into subatomic particles. We're quite proud of it. Here's how it works. We attach the Planet Buster to this ship, fly it into orbit around the planet, and let it go! Kaboom! Quite ingenious, really. Once our trained professionals put the finishing touches on our new planet, everything will be complete. Thank you! Goodbye.
Now this guy's gonna blow up an entire planet? That's just mean.
That's what I've been telling you.
Look, I'm still gunning for Quark. If we end up taking out Drek too, hey, fine. What?
You do care.
Don't push it, pal.
He's a lot less of a jerk in later games.
Character development happens.
This whole thing is making me want to watch some buddy cop movies.
Oh yeah, like the game developers basically admitted that they were basically, you know, doing the whole good cop, bad cop, buddy cop thing with Ratchet and Clank's interactions.
Yeah, I was at a pizza place a couple weeks ago. My favorite pizza place, Nancy's. And they had Rush Hour, the first one, playing on TV. So I sat there and ate a pizza and I watched all the Rush Hour.
That's a big pizza if it took you that long.
It didn't take me that long, but I had my favorite dessert, which is a cast iron cookie skillet. You take a small cast iron pan and you fill it full of cookie dough and you bake it and then you cover it in ice cream.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh dang, that sounds good.
Yeah. So I was just looking at the map there for a moment there, figuring out the fastest way to get back to the ship, and it's heading out this way again. So we have...
But
what
yeah,
you're saying?
no. I was about to say I could make it at home, but it's easier to just go to Nancy's. But no, you go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you know, the fastest way out is actually going through and following Clank's path out here, rather than trying to backtrack through the whole thing. And despite looking like something you can jump on, not a thing you can jump on.
Oh, I hate that when they environmentally design something so it looks like you can climb on it.
But that's pretty much it for Orxon. We'll be back here with the Collectathon. Join me next time when we visit the obligatory ice world of Hoven. Any last thoughts from you guys?
Not really, no.
Glad to get out of this place, but not looking forward to it if there's ice physics.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
However, the ice physics are cancelled out